We're here in Midtown Manhattan to see one of the craziest penthouse apartments. It's not exactly luxury, but it is the most affordable one anywhere in New York. And it has this bizarre wraparound terrace, which is underneath the building's water tower. How many times a year do you get a place like this?
Once.
Charles, what's the rent on this masterpiece?
$52.25.
52, that's it? So this literally is a tiny house on a roof in New York, and I've never seen this type of apartment before in my life. Look at this, it wraps around the entire building. That says danger high voltage, better not go up there. And look, that's a 5G tower. My phone has full service. If it were sunny, we could see the $250 million apartment way up in that tower. But look at all the detail. You can really see buildings here like you can't anywhere else in the city. Look at this tower, same thing. If you're too high up, this is the stuff you miss out on. And I'm sure something happens here on this fire escape. I bet it's weird. Does anyone else have access to the roof?
No one else has access to the roof.
Just us.
Just us. Me and you.
And you if you rent it from Charles. We've also got these benches. I think it's more of like a porch. It's kind of assembled to give you a place to walk. Certain areas are obviously off limits. This is like too narrow of a squeeze. I love how there's a massive steel column right outside your window. And all the windows here are getting amazing light. 41 feet by 8 feet. You could have so much furniture out here. And we've actually got two entrances. This is the bedroom. So over here you can have furniture that complements the bedroom and goes well with the fact that it's right here on the corner. And then on the other side over here, we've got the living room area, which is partially enclosed because we're under the water tower and the cell phone tower. And I think under the stairs over here, this is actually someone else's apartment, so maybe you're gonna wanna stay on your side and they'll stay on their side. Plus it would be creepy if someone was looking in your windows. And we've also got these massive structural steel columns, aluminum pipes, and this thing, I don't know what comes out here, maybe presents from Santa Claus. And this is probably the building fire escape. Anyways, these are all here to support this crazy looking structure, which again, I've never been this close to. That water tower is actually made out of wood. It must be over 100 years old. And what's also insane is that this is $5,200. That is affordable because most one bedrooms in buildings like this are around 45, 47, and this is just a little bit more, but you get so much more to go with it. You do have some outdoor power, but the one thing I'm not seeing is like a water spout. So I guess if you want to have like a nice garden or something out here, which is probably a good idea, you're just gonna have to bring the water from inside to the outside. Shouldn't be a big deal. So the living room here kind of has an odd shape, but it's very workable, and that's just because this place is like fit into the actual roof. By the front door, you could have a little kitchen table. Probably over here by this little window, that's a great place for it. This is like 50 square feet that you have to work with. And then over here by the deck door, you can set this up as a lounge. Over here in this corner, we've got a cable wire, and there is an outlet. This is where the TV goes. And across from this, we've got a little window. You can kind of see, these are the door frames. Whatever you do, it can't be too wide. Also very interesting is that this is one of the quietest apartments anywhere in New York. And that's because even though there's tons of stuff to look at, we're technically in the back of the building, insulated from any direct street. And that's huge. A lot of apartments, you hear honking and stuff. We haven't heard any sirens, not even a siren in this place. This is a fantastic kitchen. And I know that it's an older design, but I'm glad they kept these doors. That way you can close it off. The smells that come from here won't venture out of here. And if you need to air this kitchen out, we actually have a window, which looks like it actually has a fan way under there, so it has built-in ventilation and what looks like a pretty good view. Sink's very deep. The storage in here is also really good. You've got lots of cabinets. It has lights too. I haven't been turning them on because this place is so bright already. We've got windows facing 3 directions. The living room is west and south. Kitchen faces north. There's also really good outlet and counter space. As far as blenders, coffee makers, more than enough room for all that. And if you've got like a big tray of food for guests, these doors do both open. But the reason this one stays shut is obviously because the front door is right there. Someone's gonna smash into it. And we've also got several skylights in here, I'm just now realizing. And there's probably one in the bedroom. Look at how useless that is. You don't need that light. It's already bright. In fact, this might be the brightest bedroom ever. We've got the skylight, we've got that view, and then right over here, again, we've got the deck. Even on the cloudiest day we've had in a while, you can still see everything. This bedroom is 16 by 11, but there's really only one place to put things. This is gonna be for a dresser. Where would you put the bed?
I will put the bed over here, put your workstation over here, or a dresser.
Whoa, massive. This is good. This is big. But you're definitely right, with the doors opening like that, it kind of limits what you can do with this space. This is also the heater right here. It's nicely boxed off. And these other windows here, they do open, but there's really no way out here. That's our kitchen window. And that's kind of like no man's land over there, but you know, maybe you could put some plants or something back here. The only thing that annoys me about this bathroom is that the fan and the light are on the same switch. But if that annoys you, don't worry, we have a skylight, another one. So this place has 4 skylights. But someone stole the toilet seat. Why does this happen?
Hey, I'll replace it.
Really? Thanks, man. And we've got ourselves an actual bathtub with the shower wand. Also, look at these knobs. These are from like a long time ago, but they still work.
Those are the best knobs.
But the good news is that even if you don't like this place, Charles said there's another one, right? There's another one?
That's right.
Dude, how much is this place?
$52.50, only $25 more. You have 2 bedrooms and another half bath.
Where's the half bath? You sure this isn't a closet?
What do you think? 1 toilet.
Yeah, it's just a room with a toilet. This is your New York apartment. Welcome to the city.
You can't even wash your hands.
Yeah, there's no sink, there's no nothing. I also love the old school piping around this thing. Believe it or not, this bathroom has a window with a view of another window. Cool. Now, unlike the apartment, I want to turn on some of the lights. We are getting natural light, but there's no power. It's because somebody moved out, power company shut it off. But this is probably the biggest 2-bedroom apartment available in Midtown right now. And it has a real bathroom, which is pretty nice. I feel like the water pressure here is better than in the top floor apartment, probably because we're closer to where the water comes from, which would be the ground. The dishwasher is the exact same model. The stove is different, but also nice. I guess it's comparable. Microwave here as well. This is quirky. The refrigerator door opens, but you have to be inside the bathroom to get something out of it. I wonder if that's intentional. Next to the fridge, you have like a little appliance corner. This will be great for a toaster. And what's also strange is even though there's a ton of counter space, we don't have that many drawers. Oh, there's only 3 storage drawers in the whole place, which means only one of them is gonna hold your silverware. Like, look, under the sink, those are not drawers. The cabinets, however, these are pretty good. They go all the way up, and you could definitely expand this because you got wall outlets. You could put a rolling counter or some sort of shelf against this wall that would hold appliances or other things. What's in here? Oh no. If you like getting electrocuted, maybe you should rent this one. Jokes aside, this is a big kitchen, and even outside of it, we have a little foyer. This is 17 by 15. You hear that echo? These are 9.5-foot ceilings, and when you walk into this room, it's obvious you are gonna need a big furniture budget for it. I would do entertainment over here, couch on this wall, and then dining over here. You can't really put much in the center of the room because that's where the hallways are, and I'm guessing that this heater's enough to just warm the place in the winter. These windows will accommodate an AC, and the view is not really impressive, but because of the position of the building, we're not facing the street. It's also very quiet in here. The loudest thing going on is gonna be 10 by 13, and this is the smaller bedroom. What an incredible amount of space. Your bed's probably gonna go over by the window, and that's because your door and your closet are over here. Look at all these interesting knobs inside the closet here. I wonder what those are for. But anyways, you can have a king-size bed, you can have dressers, probably a little work from home setup over here. And the one cool thing about this place is it does have a street view in both of the bedrooms. Look at that, we can see all these buildings. I love old New York. There's just like so many weird things all all right next to each other. And if this is your favorite restaurant, you can see if they have a table. All right, here's where things are gonna get interesting. This bedroom is twice the size of the one on the other side of that wall. This is almost 300 square feet, this little guy. And right now in New York, there are entire studio apartments smaller than this. How many beds would you put in here?
7.
7?
King size bed right there. Nightstands on the side. Workstation over there or here. Mount your TV. You're good to go.
We've also got what appears to be double closet space. There's another one over here in the center of the room. Oh, this is not a closet, it's an escape hatch to another dimension. Look at those stairs, man. That is some old stairs. It's a clean emergency exit though. I love the light. Look, it's like really old and then there's like a modern bulb. If you store things out there, you'll probably get in trouble. But you actually have another closet here. This is actually your linen space. Are you working from in here or can I tour it?
I'm working from here, but you can tour it.
This bathroom is so big that I think the other one gets a pass for being so small. Wow, look at that. The throat is just in a strange position. Why is there all this other space? Probably because the sink is in this corner. And look at that tub. You're not gonna dig this out and remove it. You're gonna build around it. What is that, like a rat hole or something? Oh, it's actually the drain. This is one of those like drop drain deals. You pull this up and the water goes in there, out your tub. This is definitely a real New York City bathtub. I could lay down completely in this thing, it's so big. How's our water? Looking good. Medicine cabinet. What's also funny about this is the shower spout is also like just sticking out of the wall. And now we're gonna go see the cheapest place in the building.
Now we're gonna see the cheapest place in the building.
Okay, cheapest place is on the 7th floor. What happened to the 5th floor apartment?
Oh, that got rented by...
Oh.
I never think of it.
And there's power. What's this one cost?
$38.50.
Wow. Charles, this is a lot different than the other place.
It is a lot different.
It feels like we're in a different building. I love the stove. Look at how old school this thing is. It's a GE extra large self-cleaning oven. I actually like this a lot. It's an old stove, but it's super clean. Does the oven light work? No, it doesn't. Okay, you can replace an oven light. The white dishwasher, I got no problems with it. It's full size. No one stole the little thing for your forks and knives. I've seen that too. Everything gets stolen in this city.
Hey, Cash.
What's up?
What do you mean by white dishwasher? Yeah, I gotta stop doing that.
The view's nothing crazy. And it looks like the fridge is actually the newest one. I'm glad to see it opens the right way. Can you imagine if it didn't? What's also gonna reduce your anxieties, we've got a whole bunch of drawers in here, more so than our little other place. Excuse me, Charles. Trying to tour the kitchen in this beautiful apartment, which you brought me to. I'm so thankful for that. Oh, well, I'm thankful for that storage too. We've even got like a little built-in pantry here. Nice looking microwave. And there's a strange outlet, which is like 6 feet off the ground. Look at that. Charles, would you try to put a table over here?
Absolutely would.
One of those like elevated bar counters with some stools. That way you can have breakfast in your kitchen. I hate to say this, but this is my favorite kitchen of the lot so far. We've also got ourselves a little intercom. You can call downstairs. Oh, you got someone here to see it.
Uh-oh.
We know it has a working intercom. All right, so the customer's still here, but the living room is 17 by 13. This is a big apartment. The view's also cool. We can see some other buildings, some really tall buildings. And this is actually way better, I think, than any of the other living rooms. First of all, it's really bright and the doors are at the ends. You can have all your furniture over here, and the only thing you gotta worry about is right here. Heater's pretty sweet looking too. Charles just rented this to somebody. And what's crazy is even the penthouse upstairs, which was more money, didn't have a bedroom like this. This layout is technically way more functional. This place is over $1,000 a month cheaper. I really like the view here. It's not what you'd typically think of, but it's like the same view that we have from the roof. I specifically remember this cool looking tower over here, and we're facing west, so this is always gonna be sunny. It's also 16 by 12. Bed could go anywhere. You got a big closet, big heater in here as well. I could totally picture dressers and desks against the opposite wall. Oh yeah, and in the closet, look at that. Weird pipes. I love character. another cool bathroom with this same type of drain. Why does it say waste? It's just the bath water. Some people save that, especially here in New York. But it's a really nice bath, lots of room to move around. You got your little bowl holder right here that comes into place. And the cabinets have these little knobs that look like the checkered flag from a raceway or the checkerboard pattern on this bathroom floor. We've also got some Christmas tree light bulbs here for our vanity. Speaking of which, man, this thing is big. There's also laundry in the basement. Kind of a creepy basement. I guess this is where the trash is. And the laundry itself right over here. Look at that little laundromat. 2 washers, 2 more washers, 4 dryers. And they're not all full, which means if you live here, you'll be able to do your laundry. And if one machine breaks, like the machine in your apartment, you don't have that problem because here there's a whole bunch. And these things are card activated. Is it rented now, this one?
I believe so.
If you want to rent something, make sure you talk to Mr. Charles and check out his YouTube videos.
And his.